Hello and welcome to Tarot by the Moon. Tasha here at Tarot by the Moon. It's a little bit dark. I'm filming this after the sun has gone down, so the lighting's a little bit different in this video. So just explain that to you for a minute. Hello, welcome. Thank you to everyone who's given me the likes, shares and subscribes and continues to support this channel. It really means the world to me. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all enjoying the full moon energy. Happy full moon in Aries. We're still in Libra season, but the full moon is actually in Aries at the minute. And what's going on with that is it's a spotlight. It's a big, huge spotlight on what? On our desires as well as our vulnerabilities. What we need to do I feel like it's a given if you've tuned into this ever before. It's a time to really start to try and bring our focus to what is working in life instead of looking at what isn't, okay? Because yeah, that spotlight, that full moon will spotlight your vulnerabilities, and a lot of that stuff is coming up for healing for sure, but at the same time it'll spotlight your desires, okay? And in amongst desires, I mean, there are things that are manifesting the way you'd like them to, and there are things that maybe are not. But please stay focused, please stay grounded, please drink lots of water, please take self-care. Don't get overwrought at this time. It's so easy to get overwrought on a full moon because it blows everything up, it magnifies everything like a great big spotlight, a magnifying glass. So just bear that in mind as you navigate the full moon energies. With it being in the sign of Aries as well, passing through the sign of Aries, it's a good time to review any sort of health issues or health regimes, or look at how you can make yourself physically healthy, a very physical sign. So that could apply to yourself or to somebody that you're very close to, or somebody that's in your care. Okay, so if there's anything that's been niggling away at your health, time to get to the doctors. If there's anything that your body's been crying, screaming at you to start doing it, or stop doing it. That could be anything. That could be getting more sleep, drinking more water, taking regular exercise, cutting down on negative habits, or any of those sorts of things. Now's a perfect time to review your health regimes, my loves, okay? So all that being said, thank you very much for being here once again. I'm going to go in with our full moon in Aries reading, and happy full moon, happy full moon. Hope you're staying, like I say, I hope you're staying grounded. I hope you are riding it instead of letting it ride you, I want to say, if that makes sense, that energy, okay, my loves? I know I'm certainly learning to, I know I'm certainly getting better and better these times, and that's down to being able to share and learn alongside you wonderful tribe. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. So let's go in. Let's call upon the highest vibration of love and only love into this reading today for ourselves, for the planet we live on, beautiful planet that we live on, that we're so blessed and we're so grateful to have this beautiful planet. For all of the aquatic life, all of the birds, all of the plants, all of the animals, all of the insects, all of the bacteria, all of the life in any life form that keeps us going on this planet, that's here to support us, to teach us and guide us. Nothing but the highest and most radical forms of compassion and love to come through, please, into this reading for yourselves, for anyone else involved in this reading today, and also for our star ancestors, our guides and our spirit guides, and anyone else, interdimensional beings, and anyone else that's overseeing this reading for us today. Nothing but the highest vibration of love and radical compassion, and so it is. Okay, so to be honest with you, a lot of my cards wanted to come out today, so I'm eager to crack on because I feel like it's gonna, well, I mean, look at all these card sets that I've taken out, so let's get started. Now, if you've not looked at this channel before, hello and welcome. Everyone's welcome here. You don't need to be any particular star sign to join in with this reading. I work on the premise of we all have the elements within our charts in varying degrees. Certain star signs do come up as the read goes on, and we talk about that as it goes on, okay? But you don't need to be any particular star sign. It's an intuitive reading as well, very much. A lot of channeled messages do come through. You might find that the messages really resonate with you on a very personal level. You might find that only part of them do, or maybe even none of them do. Take it as resonates and leave the rest behind, as we say. if nothing else, I hope you enjoy it just for what it is. You can always consider yourself in a safe space when you come into one of my readings. You are protected and you are healed on some level. So it is. Okay, so let's see what's going on here today. So I'm using the Radiant White Spirit Tarot today to start us off. Let's see what's going on. It's a very classic sort of tarot set. Those are the two babbas you can hear in the background, Mr. Milo and Mr. Murray. In case you've not tuned into the channel before, Mr. Milo, pack it in, come on. Excuse me, folks. It's that time of the night where there's a pub just outside my house, and yeah, so you can imagine. Thank you. So how we do this reading, for anyone who's not watched before, it is in 4 sections. The first section is A, and that represents our mental processes, our mental health and our thoughts and all of that, okay? The second section represents water, and that's our feelings, our emotions and our heart chakra, okay? The third one represents fire, that's our passion, creativity, willpower, drive to get things done. And the fourth one represents earth, and that's how we're actually manifesting in the physical plane after we've pulled through the lessons of the other 3 elements. I hope that makes sense, because like I say, I work on the premise of we're all working within those elements. Okay, we're all working in the element of air, which represents thoughts. We're all working within the element of water, which represents emotion. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is the way I've come up with this reading, and it's a bit different to the other ones, but hope you enjoy it for the fact that it is a bit different, if nothing else. Also, you might see, like, it's what I call microcosm, macrocosm. So what you'll pick up on here in the messages and whatnot, you'll feel like they're applying to you on a daily, on a very personal level, but also they'll be applying to the world at large, and to humanity at large, and to cosmic consciousness, etc. What I mean by that is that what we're healing on the day-to-day, what we're healing in our own lives, okay, within ourselves, as small as that might seem to you, might think, well, how is me healing my nonsense or whatever's dramas or whatever's going on in your life, healing the greater large? But believe me, that is a lot more powerful than you might think, and it really, really is healing all of that as well, my loves, okay? Full moon energy, so if I sound a little bit, yeah, yeah, okay. Bear in mind as well, I'm Cancerian myself, so really, excuse me, really does affect me big time. Okay. I've been battling with a little headache all weekend again, as well, as I famously do, as you guys know, and it's no surprise with the moon being in Aries as well, because Aries rules the head as well. Just a little point of interest. A lot of you may have been feeling a little bit headachy over this last weekend, in fact, especially if you're on the sensitive side. The 5th one have come out. Very often an extra card or 2 falls out, so I'll take it for consideration and we'll look at that at the end, okay? We won't worry about that too much now, but let's just go straight in and see what's coming up for us today in our full moon and Aries reading. Okay, the season of Libra. So also worth bearing in mind, we're still in the season of Libra, so we are still looking how we can bring all of this into balance. It's all about weighing up, bringing to the scale what you've got, what you've achieved, what you're looking at achieving, okay? Your vulnerabilities, your desires, all of that under this Aries full moon, bringing it to the weighing scale and seeing how it balances out. I hope that makes sense. I'm sorry about the light in this video. Like I say, I've been pushed for time today, so the light's a little bit weird on you. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. We've got a Page of Swords coming up in our area of our mental health, thought processes, of the mind. It's a very it's an A card. Page of Swords, swords representing air. Okay, if I go quiet, I'm getting downloads, okay? And sometimes when I speak very, very quickly, it's because I can't get them out quick enough. Like I've said to you guys before as well, I don't try and make this too polished. It's really organic. It's really as it comes up. There's no script at all. I just go with it, and it seems to be working. So let's see what's coming up today. I'm feeling like this is an energy of look it, because it's often a card of espionage and spying, and somebody looking at, people are often, readers will often say, oh, somebody's watching you closely on your social media or something like that when this card comes up. And yeah, it can be that, but what I'm getting is like this energy of, like I said to you at the beginning about this full moon being like a magnifying glass. I feel like that's what's going on. I feel like either you, that's Mr. Murray, you can hear the collie dog, either you yourself or somebody very close to you is like scrutinising everything under a microscope sort of energy at the minute, is what I'm getting here. It's like as if it may be you yourself, or like I say, it may be somebody close to you, or it may be a bit of everything, because that's the energy we're under as well, I suppose. But I feel like everybody's sort of really concentrating and looking hard at all of the details, very detail oriented, looking at everything, weighing everything up. Is that weighing up coming into it again? Almost overly critical, almost nitpicky, and that's the danger that I'm feeling here. And I'm thinking somebody's being like super thorough about how they're checking you out, or how you check out against their list of tick list, sort of. Does that make sense? It's like somebody's got a tick list, okay, and this could be work related, this could be in your personal life, this could be somebody who's eyeing you up for a potential partnership of some kind, but it's like as if they've got a tick list in their mind, and they're being really meticulous here with this energy. There's a meticulousness of seeing what ticks go, well, yeah, she did do that, but she didn't do it quite as I would have done it, or as I would have liked it to have been done. Oh no, he did say that, but what did he mean when he said, do you know what I mean? There's like almost an over-analysing. I want to say analysis paralysis. Beware of analysis paralysis. Okay, I don't feel like it's got that bad. I don't feel like it's causing too much drama right now. I feel like a lot of it is to do with the full moon energy we're in. I feel like somebody's wanting to be very thorough and be very sure that somebody is just right for a job or a partnership or something, yeah, that's very important to you, or the other way around, or vice versa, put it as it applies. And it's at that point where you've been very, very thorough, or somebody's looking at you very thoroughly, and it's just on that line of going too far with it, I want to say, okay? So relax, whoever that is. If you feel like that's applying to you and that's how your brain has been working a little bit over time and looking at every little detail to try and weigh up what's working, what's not working, what the pros are, what the cons are. If I start dating this person, what are the pros and cons? If I take this job, what are the pros and cons? And it's like there's a lot of weighing up going on. It's like, it's not just weighing up the main pros and cons. It's like you're actually looking at all the finer details of it. You're being quite meticulous. And like I say, the thing you need to be careful of there is that you get into over-analysis of something, and then you instead of going with your feelings, you're just acting on your thoughts. So beware of getting up in your head and tuning out your heart. That's the danger there that I'm seeing. In the heart space, in the area of water, we've got a Knight of Pentacles, a very earthy energy, it's very slow-moving energy. And this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like all of this very quick thinking, very meticulous-minded, very detail-oriented energy is actually slowing down the heart chakra. So your heart space, these should be in balance. Don't forget, we're in a season of bringing everything into balance with Libra, okay? So this I don't feel like it's out of control. I have to say, I don't feel like it's out of control, but I feel like this reading is a warning. Just to keep an eye on it and pull it back into balance, because there's an energy of, a lot of energy being put into your mental powers where you're thinking about something a lot and you're weighing everything up in your mind an awful lot. But in your heart space, it's very, very slow moving, and what we want is a lovely balance between the two when we're decision making. Okay, that's the only way we're going to make a wise and balanced decision, or manifest from a wise and balanced place what we're trying to bring in to fruition, okay? So try and bring this heart, try and bring it back into balance a little. We'll clarify as we go on. Let's go on. You're an urge to go on. Right, in the area of fire, we've got the sun. Love it, love it, love it. One of the most positive energies of all we can work with in any tarot spread at all, never mind how dismal or dark it might be, and this certainly isn't that bad, the sun, you know, it makes everything better. This is about abundance, health, happiness. This is in your passion, this is in your fire. So that is spot on. And I mean, it's the sun, it's in your, come up in the area of your fire. So from your solar plexus, from your passions, from where you feel all of that, you drive, how you get things done, spot on. Beautiful energy, absolutely gorgeous energy. Healing the inner child, playful, movement, moving towards abundance, moving towards your desires being completely fulfilled, complete happiness. All right, that's amazing. Don't forget to slow down on the analysing and bring your heart up to speed a little bit, I want to say. What we've manifested is a Page of Pentacles, which again is great. So you've got 2 pages here now as well. All right. So what you've manifested through all of that is is an opportunity. A Page of Pentacles is all about an opportunity coming in, an opportunity for growth and learning, something that you can grab hold of with 2 hands and make it into something that's going to be amazing in the future. So this is just the beginning of something, the page. It's not a knight yet, it's not a king yet, it's not a queen, it's not an... This is what I mean? It's a page, but it's a page, it's something. And it's the beginning of a fantastic opportunity that it's got every potential of growth, especially with it coming up in the area of Earth and it being the Page of Earth, being a pentacle. It feels like... That's Mr. Milo, you can hear in the background there. I haven't got a wash, sorry about that. It feels like this is something that's going to grow into something amazing in your life. You allow it to, and you nurture it from a place of balance, my loves, okay? I want to say here as well, somebody might have a choice to make between 2 opportunities, just for the fact that there's those 2 pages there. All right, and there's going to be slow growth as well with them. Slow growth, but the growth that does come is going to be absolutely outstanding when it does come along. Some growth is meant to be slow. Some growth is meant to be slow. Some things just grow slowly, but wow, when they're in full bloom or in full season or whatever it is, you know, if you think of it like a crop or a plant or something, it's well worth that wait. I'm sure you get what I'm saying if you've ever grown anything at all. So you may have a choice to make. I feel like somebody might have a choice to make. And I feel as well, like I want to say, somebody's very much being affected. Something new is going on with somebody's family life. This may be young people involved here. 2 kids that are quite different from each other. We'll see what comes up as we go along. The 5th one that came out. Queen of Wands. I had a feeling we were going to see the Queen of Wands today. Beautiful Queen of Wands. Okay. Queen of Wands is one of the most positive, potent energies in the entire tarot. This queen is tantamount to a magician, but in a feminine energy. Divine feminine, magnetic, absolutely... It's one of those energies where literally she just needs to believe in herself and she just instantly magnetizes and attracts everything that she needs in life. Pretty much instantly. I mean, obviously there's always a little bit of effort that goes in, but out of the 4 queens, she's the one that sort of like seems to have that magic touch. Now you see some people and they're like, how do they do that? How did they achieve XYZ? How did they get XYZ in life or whatever? And it was just purely by believing in herself. By believing in herself and believing in her own magnetism, other people see her as magnetic, and then that is exactly the formula that you need to become magnetic or attractive or successful or any of those things. It's that law of attraction thing again. It's that thing of, so she believes she's fantastic, and then she is fantastic, and then other people perceive her to be fantastic, and then she becomes even more fantastic, and then she believes she's even more fan. Do you see what I mean? And it just builds and builds and builds and builds and builds this magnetism. So she's that type of divine feminine energy. This can apply if you're a man also. Okay. That's fantastic. I feel like that is a little bit like what we're being called to bring out what we're being called to. So here's the 4 elements. Here's how we're working within them, and I feel like almost like as some tarot readers would say, this is crossing energy. I feel like it's almost like that. It's like a challenge. This is the challenge that we're aspiring to. Queen of Wands. It's fantastic. Okay, I feel like I've got to move on because literally all these decks wanted to come out today. So this isn't, you know, if you haven't watched before, if you have, you know that it's always different. Sometimes I just work with mostly I just work with 2 or 3 decks during a tarot read. But today, all these decks wanted to come out, so there must be something in each one of them, and I need to move quite quickly, I feel, to get to the nuggins of it. So let's see what else wants to come out. I'm now going to clarify with the Thought Tarot. So let's see what wants to come out of there for my loves. Oops. Ooh. Lovely. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Perfect. So 5 cards came out. Look at that. So that's spot on. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. That's exactly what we needed. Okay, we've got an Ace of Cups to clarify that Page of Swords, okay? This is what I'm saying. So that Page of Swords, he's over-analysing everything. He's meticulously checking off his tick list to see what is right and what is wrong about his situation, person, whatever's going on for you, okay? And then we've got the Ace of Cups coming in from the Thoth Tarot to clarify that, and that's exactly what I was saying a minute ago, isn't it? That Ace of Cups represents the human heart, a heart full and a heart in balance, okay? And that's what I'm saying. It's about, it's like as if whatever it is you're trying to analyse and you're trying to work out whether it's a good thing or not such a good thing for yourself, your heart is in the balance with it. That's what it is. Your heart is actually in the balance with that decision. Because this checklist that you've got, that you're ticking off, to see what's working and what's not, it could mean getting that right could actually mean bringing your heart in balance and bringing your heart to a space of being full. Does that make sense? I hope it does. It's quite different to what I would normally read it as well, but that's what I'm getting. The next one, clarifying our slow-moving Knight of Pentacles there in our art space where we feel like everything's slowed down a bit but it's still moving, is the 8 of Discs. That's brilliant because that is now a Knight and an 8 of Discs in the same suit. I love that. So that is showing us that there is hard work being done in the heart space. There's a lot of growth happening, okay? You're tending things. What did I just say about planting something as well? Did I not say that a minute ago? Okay, I'm not sure, but I think I did. It feels like something's being planted, something's being nurtured, something's being watched very carefully. Prudence. If you take a look at the image there, that's a plant that's been tended meticulously. Each of the plants on each branch is in perfect bloom and perfect balance, and has been perfectly cared for and nurtured. And that's what I'm seeing here. It's like a meticulousness spilling over into the heart space there, even of growth, of steady growth, which can be slow, but it's steady. And it's opening up your heart space. I want to say it's opening up your heart space. You're planting things there that are being cared for, nurtured, carefully, very, very carefully, almost like if you had plants and you were taking care of them as babies. That's what you're growing in your heart space. It's like you're making sure they've got just the right amount of light, heat, water. Take that as it resonates. You might actually be involved in planting something even. Okay, interesting. Whatever this is, it's going to bring you. It's fantastic because the energy I'm getting is it's not only going to bring your heart space back into a point of healing. It's actually possibly going to make you money as well. So that's amazing. It's something that could heal you on an emotional level, satisfy you on an emotional level, okay, but also be very, very lucrative in a material sense. So this is something you can really put your heart into, something that you love, something that perhaps doesn't feel like work, but you've got to give it a lot of tender nurture and a lot of tender care. This is also something that you're actually growing in your heart space. That's not a physical thing, but is it's more of an energy of healing, of growing, of opening up, of expanding your heart space so that you can bring things to life there, so that you can share those fruits, so-called fruits that you bring into life with others, etc., etc. Hope that makes sense. This is a deep one. The Hermit's come up to clarify the sun in our beautiful area of passions and fires. So this is about going within. I feel like we're just coming out of this, a lot of us. A lot of us are just coming out of this. Sometimes you might feel like you need to go back into that hermit phase. All right, well, you're still healing with that sun. But this is how I feel. I mean, you've got that hermit's lamp, okay, which he shines when he comes back down the other side of the mountain after he's been on his inward journey and gained all of his insight and his wisdom. That's a little piece of the sun. That's a little piece of that pure, potent energy. I feel like you're becoming aware that you are actually carrying a piece of that universal, almost God, well, not almost, it is God spark, pure, potent energy, and that's no small thing, that you can create worlds with that, you can create whole universes with that, you can create a whole new way of living for yourself, you can create a whole new way of living for yourself that unfolds into a whole new way of living for other people, as you shine that light. Wow. Okay, we've got a excuse me, Princess of Wands to Princess of Discs. We talked about this quite extensively last week. She's very, very powerful energy, especially in the Thoth Tarot. Is one of the most powerful energies within Thoth Tarot, because she's the bottom of the pile, but yet she contains a little piece of each energy of each card. So that makes her very, very powerful. And that's once again, it's like starting to realise how that works. Starting to realise that you can manifest anything at all. Okay, when you're in balance. She did come out in reverse. So again, just tweaking that. I feel like there's a fine-tuning of the balance of that Libran scales balance going on here this week under this full moon. I feel like we're scrutinising it. I feel like we're really looking closely at what we're growing. Okay, with that Eight of Discs, we're really looking closely at that. We're taking our time with that, and we're allowing things to grow without force, because of course you can only do so much to bring a crop of anything into life. You can only do so much, and nature has to take care of the rest. You have to be patient. You have to allow things to move slowly sometimes, and you're doing that. You're aware of that, but you're also aware of the pure potential of that Princess of Discs, of this opportunity that's coming for you, that you've created for yourself, even perhaps. Of how powerful that really and truly is. And you're showing, like this is what I said at the beginning in the preamble about this phase of the moon, it's like you're showing extreme gratitude for that opportunity, for all this insight, for the growth that you've seen, your blessing, the growth that you've seen, that you've nurtured, that you've brought on. You're realising how powerful you are, that you can put your focus on what's working and create more growth, or you can put your focus on what's not working and still cause more growth, but growth of the things that you don't want working, that you're not happy with if they're working, if that makes sense. You're starting to really realise that, and it's fantastic. Queen of Wands is what we're aspiring to, and we've got victory there. Hey, fantastic. It's one of the more positive energies of the Thoth Tarot. I always love to see it, and I often see this card when I work with this pack. Often comes out. It's all about victory. It's all about healing. It's all about victory coming in after a time of struggles. It hasn't been easy to stay on that Queen of Wands throne and to believe with your whole, and to just that simple lesson of, I believe that I'm abundant. I believe that I'm magnetic. I believe that I am well, whole, healthy, all of those abundant, attractive, all of those things, just to believe that and then see the results of actually just believing in that. Okay, It's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing, but you're staying on that throne and you're doing that. And increment by increment, you're starting to see that that actually does work, and it's bringing you victory. And it's not, with this card in this particular deck as well, I like that these staves that are going across, each of them have got a different head on. And to me that represents like, so this is covering different areas of your life, not just one area of your life. This is like right across the board, and surely that is how it works. If you improve one area of your life, you'll see growth in all those other correlating areas of your life. The only danger here is, like I say, is that you're over-analysing something, because when you over-analyse something, you create resistance, and but then you might find that other areas of your life will grow that you have taken your energy away from as well, and that's part of the lesson also. I hope that makes sense. It is part of the lesson also. Sometimes for instance, you could be over-analysing why your finances are not working as you'd like them to. And you could be focusing so much on that and like over-analysing that so much that you actually push abundance away from you by creating resistance in that energy. But in the meantime, you've sort of taken your energy away from why your personal life isn't as you'd like it to be. And that's perhaps come along a little bit better because you've relaxed and just allowed that natural growth to come in, okay? And you've seen that that's growing, and you've given praise for that to be growing, and you've showed gratitude, and you've taken care of the things that need to be taken care of in that particular garden. And the heart very much so has been taken care of you. And like that excuse Mr. Milo, excuse him. That's why I felt like, sorry. Mr. Milo, that'll do. Milo, come here. We're coming up to fireworks season, so goodness help us. Okay, Baba, come here. Oh, go and have a drink of water. Go on. He's so funny. So that's what I was saying at the beginning, why I felt like I needed to move along quickly with turning over a different set of cards, because it would have been so easy for me to do it. See, so there's the energy unfolding in action. It would have been so easy for me to actually do exactly what I said at the beginning and overanalyse and scrutinise every bit of this reading, and I got stuck on that initial turn of the cards by Page of Swords in it. Yeah, are you with me? But I was being guided to move on very quickly and move on to the next set of cards, and that's brought it all into balance, and that's shown me how we're bringing it into balance and what we're bringing into balance and what we're aware of here. It's beautiful. Well done, you guys. Obviously, as we're bringing all these things, this could be anything for you as well. This literally could be anything, and I feel like it is anything and everything, especially with that Six of Rods coming up, because that always represents that to me, victory right across the board of all areas of life. Somehow you're managing to pretty much balance everything. So instead of looking at what's still, because it's never going to be perfect, it's never going to be just perfect, it's never going to be done, it's never going to be complete. So instead of like under this moon now over the next few nights looking at what, oh yeah, but I could have still done that better, oh yeah, but that's still quite in balance, oh yeah, but that's I'm not quite happy with, or whatever. Instead of doing that, let's not do that. Let's just say, do you know what, it's going great, this is victory, this is a Queen of Wands in it, this is us realising that we're as powerful as that Queen of Wands, and that's how magnetism and attraction works. Is we're actually believing in it, we're understanding the energy of that Hermit's lamp is the energy of the very sun, can heal anything, can bring anything into abundance, can grow that garden in your heart, okay, can keep this cup full. All right, let's focus on all of the stuff that's going good, especially, most importantly, over the next few days while the moon is big and fat, okay? Okay, these ones wanted to come in today. These are very unusual ones. These are the Shamanic Tarot. And there's something else, these cards. They're nothing like the usual traditional. I've got the most traditional tarot in the world there. Now I'm going to... They wanted to come in though, so let's see what comes up. It'll be very interesting. Let's see. I didn't get my little booklet today. I'll have to find that. Anyway, if you're enjoying the reading, please give me a like, please give me a subscribe. It costs nothing to subscribe. You'll never be asked for money, either from myself or from YouTube. You can unsubscribe at any time. It's a really simple procedure. Please do that. It's a way for me to keep this channel going and reach more people. Please give me a like. Please give me the thumbs up. It's very, very important. Please hit the notification bell. That's what I wanted. Oh, absolutely glorious. Okay. We've only got the Empress, darlings. Okay. The beautiful and divine Empress from the Shamanic Tarot. I'm loving that because you get Empress vibes with Queen of Wands energy. I always think she's so magnetic. She's so sure of herself. She's so accomplished. She's so desirable. It's tantamount to Empress vibes, really. Let me just get a little book out. This is very unique. Back. X1. I'm not very good at Roman numerals. Let me see. The Dance of the Sun. It's not the Emperor. Oh, sorry, it is. Yeah, that's not it. Why did I look at that? Oh, right, sorry. Bear with me a minute. Actually, the Sun is really wanting to... The Sun is being very much... No, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Okay. The gift of the spirits. Alignment of the energies of the body, heart and mind. This is exactly what I've been saying all the way through the read. It's about balancing all of it. It's about bringing alignment to each area. That's the whole premise of this reading and how I've devised it into the 4 parts. That's brilliant. So we've got the gift of the spirits, alignment of the energies of the body, heart and mind, invisible protection, changes, spiritual therapies, yoga, meditation, etc. Well, that's an excellent suggestion, actually. Like, what did I say at the beginning as well? There you go. Thank you so much, Spirit World, for that. Truly grateful for that. I'm pretty sure at the preamble I did mention that now's a really good time to look at your physical life and your physical health and how you can boost your physical health and bring that back into balance. And that's a perfect energy, and we've just read it there. Physical exercise, yoga, meditation. I also want to say as well, she looks like she's basking in the glory of the sun, does she not? And I wanted to say the sun when I was looking at the meaning. In fact, my eyes are lighted to the meaning for the sun there, the energy of the sun. I feel like she's in fact basking, bathing in that glorious sun, and soaking up all that beautiful healing energy. Very, very physical. Very, very physical energy I'm getting you. Excuse me, my loves. Very, very physical energy. Very abundant. Very divine feminine. I love that. Healing. It's just called healing in this deck. The gift of the spirits. Alignment of the energies of the body, heart and mind. Well, I did mention the physical body at the beginning. We've talked about the mind extensively. We've talked about the heart and bringing all of that into alignment. Changes, spiritual therapies, yoga, meditation, etc. Okay, so I don't know how much sunshine you've been getting where you are, but where we are, we've had some lovely autumn sun actually. It hasn't been too bad. When that sun does come out, make sure you step out into it, even if it's just for a few minutes, even if it's just to breathe deeply and close your eyes and feel that sun warm in your body while you still can, before the winter properly sets in. I want to say that if you're able to soak up more sun than that, then by all means do, but I want to say soak up the light, soak up the sun, that beautiful autumn sun. I want to say as well, the more I look at this, those do look like autumn leaves falling around them. Now, as I look closer at this card, now this deck of cards isn't, I'm not overly familiar with it. I got it for Christmas last year, and thank you very much, my love, whoever they know they are who sent me this. It's a fascinating deck of cards. It's not your bog standard tarot cards. It's very unusual. So I've not worked with it too much, but I'm sure you'll see what I mean. At a glance, those look like falling autumn leaves around her, don't they? So I really feel like, I want to say, soak up the vibrations of this season even. Soak up the colours of those falling autumn leaves. So, you know when you get up in the morning and you go out for a walk, well, that's what I do. I get up in the morning, I go out for my walk with my dogs in the most beautiful park in South Wales. And the autumn leaves, the vivid colours of everything. Just being grateful for that. Just breathing in that mountain air and being grateful for that. Before I've watched any news, before I've talked to anyone or partaken in anyone's dramas or perceived dramas, before I've let myself go on a spiral of worrying about everything that's going wrong and worrying about everything that isn't manifesting quite as I'd like it to or whatever, before any of that, and I'd like you guys to do something similar or the same, is just to, even if it's just looking out your window and observing the beautiful season. I want to say taking self-care as well, because obviously she's bathing there. I want to say taking self-care, and that could be as simple as taking an extra nice salt bath, or you might be lucky enough to be able to book yourself in for a spa day, or you might, anything in between those things really, but taking that time to really heal yourself and feel healed and feel nourished as well. Like I said at the beginning, with the Aries full moon, it's very much about the physical. It's about taking care of your physical health, okay? There's absolutely beautiful energy to come through for us. I think so anyway. I hope you're feeling that too. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit blurb. Like I say, I've had a really long weekend. I've had a busy weekend. I've had a long weekend. And I've come in a little bit later than I would have liked to have to do this today. And like I say, I am Cancerian, and that full moon energy, I'm getting better at riding it instead of letting it ride me. But yeah, I'm sure you guys understand. Next one that wanted to come in was a Celtic animal. So let's have a look what's coming up with these guys. Celtic Oracle. Brown. The Raven. I love it. I had a feeling we'd have that one. Honestly did. Beautiful. Celtic Oracle. Brown. Raven. The raven has long been associated with war and death. In spiritual terms, this means that it can speak to us about the process of change. Didn't that come up earlier on, the process of change? I'm sure it did. Change can be fearful, but it is essential to life. The raven offers support at times of personal development and signals moving forward along the path of life. So the raven's there to show us that we are absolutely moving forward, and that we should celebrate that we're moving forward, and that we've, the things that are no longer serving us, the things that have been brought into great focus for change and for release, and to the full moon as well, a lot being released, and to be transfigured and transformed. It's being done. This is a signal that it's happening, that it's going ahead, that you're moving ahead properly. Victory. Victory. The raven. Okay. It's all systems go. Well done. I feel like we should be celebrating. The more this reading goes on, we take our minds off that over-analysing and nitpicking ourselves and nitpicking other situations around us, and just start getting into that heart space and feeling all of that beautiful growth that we've tended and cared for, and start healing and allowing ourselves to feel this gorgeous energy of the season. I think we won't go wrong, my loves. I think it's time for a little celebration after I finish this. I'm going to have a big deep bath and I'll have a gin and tonic, that's for sure. So happy full moon. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. Like I say, please give me a like, please give me a share, please leave me a comment in the box below. It means the world to me. Please get in touch with me any way you can. If you want a personal reading, I'll leave my email address in the box below. Please don't give any money out to anyone pretending to be me, because that will not be me. If you want a personal reading, you're welcome to get in touch with me. There we are. What we got from the Brian Froud Fairy Oracle today? We've got the Singer of Healing. We had that one recently, and we've got the Singer of Initiation. Now, we've had the Singer of Healing before, because I remember saying about healing's not something we do, it's something that we are. Okay? For you healers out there, which we all are in one capacity or another, whether you realise it or not. Where's that? There it is. Number 9. Let's have a look at that one. Singer of Initiation. I think this is going to be the important one here today. Right. The Singer of Initiation brings a major transition between old and new. Breakthrough. Drawing this card notifies us that significant changes. See, it's come up again about the significant changes. It's happened. We've done it. We've pushed through. This is a time for celebration, my loves. Significant change and challenge are both occurring in our lives, with the potential for moving into a new realm, which involves a new way of being. Yay! This major change has been building for a long time, and the moment is now. Here to meet this challenge, we may already be aware of the initiation process, but perhaps have only seen it as bad luck or fate. It is neither. It is an opportunity to see if we have, deep down, truly learned the lessons we have been working on and are willing to apply them in our lives. Often knowing just what the initiation process is can seem out of the most difficult aspects of the process. However, once past, it eventually will become clear in hindsight. For now, we only need to know, as the singer said to one Oracle Group member, it can be done. Look with your heart. Thank you, Spirit. Look with your heart. That's what I was trying to get out in the first round here. About getting out of our hair. That's exactly what I was trying to get out. Thank you, Spirit. The presence of the Singer of Initiation in a reading often presages a period of success. Told you. Of seeing, accepting and using our own powers at a higher and more ethical level. We move into greater fulfillment of our potentials. It also means taking on a new level of responsibility for ourselves and in the world. The gate is open to us, but we must take the action of stepping through it. So we've been initiated. Congratulations. We have been initiated. We have done it, okay? I feel like that affects the whole of humanity as well. I feel like the light quotient just generally has gone up massively around the whole globe. And it's down to each and everybody's efforts. Every positive action that you make has added to that. So keep up the good work and congratulate. Part keeping up that good work is by actually congratulating yourself, actually looking and seeing the growth. And that's how you add to it, is by being grateful for it, by recognising it, by celebrating it, by being joyous about it, because we have gone through a stage of initiation here, and I am I'm feeling really, really, really happy about that. Wow. I'm just going to quickly look at the Singer of Healing as well. Just a quick... I'm aware this is quite a long reading. Thank you for sticking with me. This is the Healer's card. There we are. This is the Healer's card, and its presence in a reading may speak of healing to be given or of healing to be received. The circumstances and processes of reaching well-being may seem easy or may bring great challenges. It'll be a bit of both, I wouldn't have wondered, my loves. In either case, we are asked to participate in our own healing as we are strengthened by this singer. More usually, this singer speaks of both giving and receiving, because we cannot truly and freely give without receiving as well. Healing is something that flows through us, not from us, and such we are inevitably affected by its passage. Drawing this card tells us both of a need of an opportunity for healing ourselves and perhaps others as well. As Warren, one of my teachers, said, healing is not something you do, it is something you are. Love that, love that, love that. Okay, my loves. So, got all that healing coming in. We've gone through this fantastic initiation. What else did that really correlate to what I said earlier on about that? That Singer, sorry, I'm so excited. Singer of Initiation. Where's it gone? Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Sorry. Oh yeah, the presence of the Singer of Initiation in a reading often presages a period of success, of seeing, accepting and using her own powers at a higher and more ethical level. That's what I was getting at with that Hermit card coming up in that position. It's like it's finally start, and the Sun coming up there as well. It feels like finally starting to see how much power we actually have, and how that isn't like, that is a little piece of everything. That's a little piece of infinity. That's a little piece of the universe. It's a little piece of the Sun. It's a little piece of God. It's all of it. And you're holding it. You're holding it. You're holding it, and you can create with that. And how you create with that is by where you put your focus, and you're starting to get that. So you can put it on where things are still a little bit out of balance and where we need to work and create more imbalance, or you can put it on all this fantastic growth that we've done and all this passage through this initiation that we've done. Yay, you've got the Raven Oracle there telling us that this is a victory. We've got the victory card there, we've got the Sun, we've got the Ace of Cups. Don't forget, I always like to see an ace in one of my readings, and we've got the Ace of Cups, beautiful Ace of Cups in this one. So heart is completely full. I'm loving this reading, and I understand now why all these different decks wanted to come out, because I did question it a little tiny bit in my mind before I came on. I thought, really, Tash, all of these decks want to come out? And it was like, yeah. Okay, let's see what happens. Thank you all for sticking with me. It's been a bit of an unusual one. I don't normally use all of these decks, as I say, but as you see, it's all for a reason. I hope you do anyway, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I feel a lot better for doing the reading, actually. And like I say, don't forget to celebrate over the next couple of days now. Let's just focus on the light. Let's just focus on what's going right, what we've achieved, how far we've come. Let's not even contemplate anything else other than celebration, joy. You guys are not going to believe this, right? So there's your Halloween moon ritual. As you know, I do one every week. And you guys who watch me all the time will know this isn't, I could not make this up, all right? You will not believe this. So on the new moon, and if you haven't watched that video, go back and watch the new moon video, even if you just scroll right to the end to where I take a moon ritual card. So you will see that this is no bull, and I cannot write this. And you will see that I took this very card out of the deck on the new moon reading. So grateful, Spirit, for that. Wow. And it says the imminent arrival of the full moon fills me with gratitude, because I remember saying to you guys, well, it's not imminent, it's 28 days away, but by the time of the full moon, oh, it's all come back to me now. By the time of the full moon, we'll have realised that we have so much to be grateful for. And we'll have manifested so much good, and we'll be realising how we're doing that. And yeah, you watch it and you'll see that this has been backed up exactly in this reading today, actually. Because that's what it's about. It's about being grateful for and seeing where the growth is and seeing where the blessings are, so that we can add to them, so that we can celebrate them, and so on. I think it came out about halfway through the month as well to remind us. And there it is right at the end on the actual full moon. I cannot make this up. Of all those cards that could have come out. Okay, my loves. Wow. Just ever so grateful, Spirit, there for that. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed your full moon and Aries reading. Please take care of yourselves. Please remember to take care of your physical selves. Very important with the Aries thing. It came up there in the read as well, with a couple of the different cards and different energies. So make sure you're taking extra care of yourself. That could be yoga, that could be meditation, that could be taking a nice bit of fresh air. It could be anything that you feel is going to benefit your health, okay? It's very, very important. And people think, oh, that's not like very... It is spiritual. Taking care of your physical health is a huge part of your spiritual life, absolutely huge. So make sure you're taking care of all of that. Please don't overanalyze things, okay? Don't let's not spoil all the good work that we've achieved and that we're so grateful for, that we've garnered during this full moon, okay? That we spoil it. We've achieved so much. We've actually been initiated here, okay? The singer of initiation, which is tantamount to archangel energy, if you want to equate it to something more well known, has come through to say to us, yeah, you've done it. The victory card, the raven, you've done it, you're through, okay? We're pushing through to a higher level. We're pushing our vibration through to a higher vibration all the time. And I'm just so thrilled to bits to be part of that, to be in contact with each and every one of you, and to know that this stuff, as daft as it might seem, as small as it might seem to, and I don't want to say that because that makes it small, and it's not small. It is raising vibration of the entire of humanity and the entire planet and the entire galaxy and infinity and beyond, I want to say. So keep smiling, keep believing in yourselves. Okay, remember that Queen of Wands energy and how she magnetizes everything to herself. This pure, potent energy, just to believe that you are worthy, that you are capable, that you are powerful, that you are abundant, that you are healthy, okay? And then to see that be made manifest. And then for others to look at you and say, well, how are you? How is she? How is he? Yeah, and you keep going with it. You keep going with that self-care, my loves, all right? So in a couple of days' time, I'll be back to do our Starseed Oracle to follow up this full moon reading. So it'll be our full moon Starseed read in the next day or two, probably Tuesday, I would have thought. So in the meantime, please take care of yourselves. Happy full moon, happy, 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 blessed full moon. Love you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for sticking with me. All the love and all the light.